It was a cold December day in 2010, the kind of day where the Atlantic wind bites at your cheeks. A police officer, John Malia, was out with his canine partner, a German shepherd named Blue. They were searching, you see, searching for a missing woman named Shannon Gilbert. She had vanished months earlier in May, after making a frantic 911 call from a client's house in Oak Beach. The search had been fruitless for months. But on this day, along a desolate stretch of Ocean Parkway, Blue seemed to catch a scent. Something was there, hidden in the dense, thorny brush just off the road. The officer followed his dog, pushing through the tangled thicket that lined Gilgo Beach. It wasn't an easy walk. The undergrowth was thick, a wall of briars, poison ivy. This stretch of Barrier Island was remote, a place people drove through, not to. But something had drawn the dog off the path, and what he found was not Shannon Gilbert. Instead, tucked away and almost swallowed by the landscape, was a skeleton. The remains were wrapped in weathered burlap, a gruesome package left to the elements. It was a shocking discovery, but it was only the beginning. No one could have known, not then, that this single chilling find would pull back the curtain on something far larger and far more sinister. This wasn't just a body. It was a clue, a breadcrumb leading into a dark and twisted mystery that would grip Long Island for more than a decade. The discovery raised immediate questions. Who was this person? How did they end up here in this lonely place? And the most unsettling question of all, were there more? The Suffolk County Police Department secured the area, their yellow tape a stark contrast against the muted browns and grays of the winter landscape. As the winter of 2010 turned into the spring of 2011, the search continued. The discovery of the Gilgo 4 was just the tip of the iceberg. Investigators widened their search area. They combed the dense vegetation along Ocean Parkway. They pushed further east. They pushed further west. They even crossed the bay to search on Jones Beach Island. What they found was staggering. The body count began to rise, and the timeline stretched back years, even decades. It was a chilling expansion of an already terrifying case. In March and April of 2011, more human remains were discovered. These remains were different. Some were dismembered. One set belonged to a woman later identified as Jessica Taylor. Partial remains of that woman had been found earlier, in 2003. Those earlier remains were found in Manorville, roughly 45 miles away. Now the rest of her body was recovered. Another set, a skull and teeth. They were linked to a torso found in a suitcase in 1996. The killer, or killers, had been active for a very long time. The discoveries just kept coming. The remains of an unidentified Asian man dressed in women's clothing were found. Then, the remains of a toddler, a little girl. The toddler was later identified through DNA as the daughter of a nearby victim. That woman came to be known